Yo, welcome back to another movie review. I haven't done one in a while, and today I want to talk about the Joker. Joker movie, the movie that I've been waiting for so long, one of my most anticipated movie of the year. And with all these crazy review coming out of Venice Film Festival and all the other film festivals that they submit the film to, and all these crazy awards that they've been winning, it's really hard for me to go in without any expectation, right? I try my best to keep my expectation low. I try to do it with any movie. But this movie, like with all these crazy reviews, crazy, positive reviews, I'm like, my God, this might be, Best Picture nominated. Now, I want to quickly address the controversy, surrounding this movie. Is it too disturbing, too violent? Is it glorifying violence? I've been hearing all these stories of people walking out of the movie. Listen, like to all those people, I just want to say watch more movie. Like that's the only way that I could be nice about this. Like you gotta watch more movie, and you gotta be I don't know, man. Just have thicker skin, I guess. Like, how is this movie so offensive to you? Like, I watched the movie this whole time. I was like, where is the scene? Like, where is that scene that make people so upset? Like, where is it? Everybody is upset with this movie. Like, like Taxi Driver doesn't exist. Old Country for No Country for Old Man doesn't exist. Like American Psycho doesn't exist. Like last year, John Wick he killed like half of the world population in his third installment in the John Wick series. And people were cheering, was talking about John Wick like he's some heroes. And here we are with the Joker, and people are upset. I get it. To all those people, I get it. John Wick, he's a fictional character. He's not real, And with the Joker, he's wait a minute, who's also fictional, who is also not real. So, with that little rant out of the way, let's talk about the movie. This movie, how do I put this? The feeling that I get from, watching Joker, I have only felt this in two other comic book movies. And those are The Dark Knight and Logan. And now you can add Jokers in, the three comic book movies that make me feel this way. And that feeling it's hard to explain. It's hard to put my finger on it, but that feeling is, the feeling, okay, something is about to happen. Something is about to change. Like the movie, like the movie does something that would effectively change the genre or the subgenre of comic book adaptation. Like something new, something exciting is about to happen. What I'm going to say is not going to be a surprise to you, but I'm going to say it regardless. Joaquin Phoenix gave, in my opinion, one of the best, maybe top 3 performance in comic book adaptation history. Like his performance is so goddamn good. Earlier this year, I was like, okay, Robert Downey Jr. He's probably gonna get nominated for an Oscar for best performance, best actor. After seeing Joker, I was like, I love RDJ, but I don't know he can compete with this. Like this is something else. Like this is different. Like this is just top tier. The way that he played Arthur Fleck is so sympathetic. Like you feel bad for this guy, but at the same time you're like he's about to become the Joker, like the infamous Batman villain who is just a lunatic of a person. Like you know that going in, but you just can't help. You can't help feeling bad for the guy. And that's where the writing and the performance is so good. Like it makes you feel bad and sympathetic for the bad guy. Like I don't know how to feel about this. Like this dude, I know who he is. Like I know all the terrible things he's gonna do. But I just can't help it. I can't help feeling bad for the man. Like he is who he is because of society, because of all the the bad things that happen to him, bad luck. You can blame it on all type of things, but the point is, as an audience member, you can't help but feeling bad for, what is just the worst human being in any fictional world. Just downright lunatic, insane, crazy person. But you feel bad for him. Todd Phillips. Who would have thought? The man who brought us the Hangover trilogies, and then War Dog, which I haven't seen. Who would have thought this man would direct, not only direct, but just kill it, just absolutely kill it at his job, and brought us, in my opinion, one of the best comic book movie ever. It's phenomenal. It really is. And the movie is just, it is ballsy. I haven't said that about a comic book movie in a long time. The movie is ballsy. Even with the Marvel movie, like, I love those movies, you guys know that. I've been accused of being a Marvel fanboy. This movie, this Joker movie is ballsy. Like, it is doing something so different and so out of the blue. If you're gonna go in expecting a comic book, movie, a movie that feels like a comic book, you're gonna be, my friend, you're gonna be very disappointed. This movie is, again, the feeling that I got, similar to The Dark Knight, to Logan, it feels like a great movie that just happened to be about a comic book character. If you go in expecting, action movie, expecting, Joker movie, comic book movie, you're not gonna get it. This is a drama. This is a character study. And at times, it could be very slow, especially in the first act. And to some people, that could be a turn off. The movie is not an action movie. From the trailer, they never advertise it as an action movie. But because it's a comic book adaptation loosely, a lot of people are going to go in expecting an action movie, expecting, comic book, bright color and whatnot. To those people, I'm just going to say, stop, okay? It's not that. If you look carefully, like if you really look for it, you'll see, one or two nods, one or two references to the comic book. Certain characters that would pop up. You could make an assumption, like, okay, that character was from this comic, the Wayne, Bruce Wayne, Thomas Wayne, all those people. But it could not be more different from what a comic book adaptation is nowadays. And I could not be happier. Like, I cannot believe that Warner Brothers allow a filmmaker to take, DC Comics and make something that is his own. The cinematography of this movie is just insane. It really is insane. Like, there are certain shots in here that I was like, it probably took them like an hour to get that 1, 2, or 3 second shot. That's just how beautiful and how well framed it was. And I felt that throughout the movie. Like, every single shot was so well thought out. It's like this type of cares I haven't seen enough in comic book adaptation. And it's kind of sad, honestly. Like, I feel like comic books should be made like this. Like, people should be given the freedom, to be themselves. Filmmakers should be given the freedom to make the movie they want to make. And hopefully after Joker, more and more producers, more studios would look at this movie as a great example of how to make a great comic book movie. If I really have to complain, if I really, really have to, find some nitpicks here and there, I would say maybe the pacing in the first act could have been a little bit, faster. And because the movie is so Arthur Fleck focused, like he's in like 95% of the movie. So, all the side characters, all the supporting characters, they're not as interesting, Like, my favorite character from the movie that is not the Joker is, what is his name? The talk show host played by De Niro. Who's brilliant in the movie, by the way, but he's not even in the movie that much, The scene that he was in is just phenomenal. Like, I love this guy, the character, and he's charismatic, he's funny, and he just had a really, really you know, likable present, and I like seeing him, in the movie. Because all the supporting characters in the movie, they're not in the movie that much. So when things, without spoiling anything, when things happen to certain characters that is not the Joker, you just don't feel, just don't feel bad for them. You just don't feel like you care about those characters that much. I'm not saying that I hate the ending, but I feel like they could have cut that last 3 minutes, entirely out of the movie. Just cut that, and then you would have a perfect ending. But, after what I thought was the ending, they included another scene that I thought was really, again, really, really well made, extremely well acted. And, I like it. Honestly, I like it. But I would have preferred that scene being cut out of the movie entirely. And then the movie, that ending would be perfect. Overall, The Joker is, one of my favorite movies this year, without a doubt. It features some of the best acting, especially from Joaquin Phoenix, who is just phenomenal as Arthur Fleck. The movie looks great, sounds great. The score, my God, haven't even talked about the score. I love the score. This score is so epic but disturbing, and it's dark, and it's so Joker. It's such a Joker score. That's all I'm going to say. I love this movie. Certain things that I would, I don't want to say fix, cause who the fuck am I to fix the Joker movie, right? But certain things that I would have done differently, especially that ending, if they just cut the last 2 or 3 minutes out, would have been a perfect ending in my opinion. But those are, again, just nitpicks. The movie is great. It is disturbing. Yes, very disturbing at times, but necessary. Because, again, it's a Joker movie. What else were you expecting? Joaquin Phoenix will for sure get nominated for an Oscar, if not winning it. Todd Phillips, Best Director, Best Cinematography. This movie is gonna clean out the Oscar this year. I cannot wait to see it again and hopefully pick up things that I missed my first time around. Definitely one of the best films of the year, and I'm gonna give Joker a 9 out of 10. I saw this movie with my cousin and 2 other friends at the advanced screening. So first of all, thank you, Warner Brothers, for the screening. And second of all, I plan on, on our way back home, we got a lot to say. We got a lot to say, and I would love to do a spoiler talk with them, with my friends. But I don't know if I should, because I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I do it? Let's say this review get 200 views. If I get to 200 views, I'll do a spoiler talk. How's that? If you guys got a chance to see The Joker, the movie just came out yesterday, I think. So if you got a chance to see it, let me know in the comment section how you feel about it. Did you like it? Did you not like it? And if you enjoyed my review, hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more reviews like this. And with that being said, I'll see you soon.